Tori.
And I'm Sebastian.
And today we're going to show you how we made this welcome sign.
Yeah, I like that.
You're going to need some wood, some white spray paint, a sander with sandpaper, a router, some wood stain, a template for your design, router bits, hearing protection, and some eye protection. First, we're going to start by laying out the template and marking where we want to cut our board at. Next, we're going to cut our board. And then we're going to trace out our template on the cut piece of wood. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect as long as you get the outline of the letters. As you can see, I'm just going for it and it's sloppy and everything, but it doesn't matter since we're going to be routing away all that wood anyway. Next, I'm going to fill in some of the extra lines from the template so it makes it full, and then I'm going to start routing out. Now, routing is a pretty self-explanatory process. If you ever seen a CNC router work, it just uses the 2 to 3 axes and carves out what design you put in, and basically that's what you're doing. But instead of having a large $1,000 machine doing it, you're just using your 2 free hands. Now, there are a lot of great tutorial videos on how to route and the best practices for routing. As you can see, I'm a little sloppy and I'm definitely no professional, but there are great resources out there if you want to learn how to properly do it. The first name that comes to mind is Dave's Signs. I'll link a link to his channel down in the description, but y'all should definitely check him out. Now, what I'm doing here first is I'm just carving out the outside of the letters, and what this does is give me some space, so when I carve out the inside of the letters, I don't mess up as much and I won't be cutting into the wood that we want to be keeping. I only have the bit set in at about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch deep, so it's really not taking away much wood. Now, as you can see here, I'm starting to clear out the inside. There are larger bits, like a 90-degree bit, where it'll carve it out much quicker. However, I just didn't want to bother with changing out the bit, so I'm carving away with the same bit I used to make the profile of the letters. For this, I'm just going back and forth to get any and all of the wood that was in there, and afterwards I'm going to come through with a metal chisel to help break away any extra pieces that were left behind. But that's more of a preference because I don't like seeing little bits of wood sticking up for the parts that I missed. Here I'm just routing out the edges to give it a nice curled edge. You could use a router table or a palm router, either one works. And here I'm just vacuuming to clear up all the wood chips. And I got some on my arms too. Here's the final result.
I feel so hot.
It is hot in here.
Next, we're gonna paint, sand, and stain.
Yeah, paint it, sand it, and stain it. Here we're just using the white paint to fill in the letters and get the edges of the board. It's too hot in the garage. We're gonna have to start doing some more early morning projects. So we got it all painted, and now we're gonna sand it and stain it right after that. We're using 120 grit Diablo sandpaper, and Tori's using a DeWalt palm router right there. What we're doing is just getting all that excess paint on the face of the wood, and that's where we're going to be staining. Well, what it's going to do is make a really light and dark poppy contrast, which is going to help make the letters stand out much better than just having the plain wood right there. If you did want to keep the plain wood, I would recommend a darker paint like a black or blue or brown, whichever paint you prefer, just a darker color to really stand out from that lighter wood. Here we're just vacuuming up the dust, so when we stain, it won't get into, it'll stick well to the wood. And you can see right there, when she's starting to get around the letters, you can already see the white paint pop against the stained background. Do you approve, Boo? What do you think? What do you think, Boo? Boo. What do you think? I think he likes it. So this is our end product. I had a lot of fun designing it and crafting it with Tori. I really liked her idea about putting the stain in the paint. Originally, I just wanted the paint and the natural like white wood color, and then like a black lettering on the inside. But she had a really good idea of having it stained, so the darker wood on the outside and bright letters on the inside to make it really pop. So it was a really fun build to make with her. If y'all enjoyed the video, drop a like, and if y'all want to see more from us, because we're going to start posting more frequently and more often, as opposed to a 3-month break.
COVID, man.
So yeah, COVID. We'll be posting more often now, so if y'all enjoyed what you all saw, please subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.